With 4 million sounds, what will you create? Take the free trial today.
Fine, and let's go now to the portable. Yeah, it's actually that one. So it's still the first prototype, and I'm really busy with that. So it's something I'm busy with since quite a long time, a bit in a different way. But I got a bit pushed up to get it finished. So this is how it's going to be. It has it's actually like kind of the NerdSEQ, but then with the advanced sampling unit in there. It has 8 tracks, and each track can be either polyphonic MIDI sequencing or it can be the sampling. And,
but the sampling is then mono.
The sampling is stereo. So you
stereo.
can read in stereo wave files, and you can manipulate them.
But playing them polyphonic, that's no.
Yes, polyphonic. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's something I have now also with the NerdSEQ. So there you can per sample track you can play 2 notes at the same time. So of 2 samples at the same time with different notes. So that's also here with that one possible. But then you have like an 1 octave of keyboard here, so you can play directly. But it's also directly for the 8 tracks, and you can mute them and solo them in here, which is nice for live playing. And you can change the transpose of the overall thing. And it's a bit more than a NerdSEQ, because the NerdSEQ has some not enough knobs to do all this live kind of stuff. But of course, for Eurorack, it's a bit different.
So it has all the oscillators and everything what we know from the NerdSEQ.
Yes, it has everything what we know from NerdSEQ. It has also like an expander port, so you can put it into an adapter module for the Eurorack, and then you can integrate all the expanders that are available. So it can also do CV sequencing and trigger gate sequencing, all this kind of stuff. So that's possible. Then it has 3 assignable encoders that you can just use for what you want to do. And of course, a new mixer screen, which is not in the NerdSEQ because there's not like this audio engine. And then all this connections like a USB device, USB host. So you can also the same what you can do with the NerdSEQ. Also now you can connect a launchpad, and it's directly integrated for your sequencing. It reads all the colors of the that are in the NerdSEQ are also on the launchpad, and you can start the patterns. Like it's a bit like the clip view thing in Ableton, as they say. And integrate also here directly.
For me, it looks like a big Game Boy.
Yes, it's a bit like this. But for me, it's important that you can use it in your hands, but it can also be a tabletop thing. So
because you say to me you want to play like this, like a Game Boy.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's. I think mostly you hold it in your hand, and that's a nice thing. You can just be in your bed and put it on the headphone, because it has a headphone. It has line outputs, and then you can just create your music.
Is it? Can it be powered by USB or battery powered? Or battery powered with a power bank. Yeah.
It's nice. It's USB powered, and so this is like the prototype. It works basically, but there's some stuff added for the first real thing, and there will be a battery in there, and that's something I have to see. Like when I have like the first real unit there, how long the battery will last. So we will see. At least it will be enough to switch to another power bank if you want. So that will be fine. So if your power bank is empty, you can still switch to another one. But I'm confident that will be sometime usable.
But you are working already a long time on this thing.
Yes. It's actually like this is not new. So it's now it's something I I was busy. I'm busy with quite a long time. Let me show you how. Because when I started with this thing, like, oh, we should do a synthesizer and a sequencer and kind of stuff, I made actually in 2015 my first prototype of the NerdSEQ, and which is actually the same sequencer, but then versions ago, and there's a lot have changed and a lot of new features, but it's the same. It's like still a controlling and the start stop and this kind of stuff. But this one has like it has like 6 Megatrons in there, and you have 5 tracks for sounds and 1 track for drums. So it's yeah, that's how it all began. Like 6 audio outputs, and I was playing live with that quite a few times, and right after that I think 2016 I made a NerdSynth prototype, which is kind of the same thing, but then it has like sound engines, and you put them in as a cartridge in there. So and the cartridges are the sound voices, and they're real synthesizers in the cartridge. Like this is the MiBlip, yes, and this is the Megatron, and they work, and they're like integrated. There's an internal mixer, and you have the tracker, like the NerdSEQ tracker, and
the Megatron is the synth from Paul Soulsby. Yeah.
Exactly. It's from Soulsby Synth. And so I have like a lot of designs for sound chips and for the FM chips and stuff, which can be integrated as a cartridge. But I was showing that I was actually like still when Superbooth was at Frankfurt Musikmesse, I was walking around with this prototype in my backpack and showing it to people and explaining what it will be one day. So, but they both work, and both are like a growing thing. Actually, this one has also already a video output, and you have 2 extra tracks to sequence video. So instead of putting music notes on the steps and stuff, you can put in a video commands like draw a pixel there or draw a line there or write a text there and some effects. And then it's also like a video sequencer in there. And then you can play them just like the patterns with no one, jump around with the patterns and stuff. So it will be there at some point. But first, get a bit smaller and get a bit more portable. All the features in there that I have already. And that will be the NerdSEQ portable.
And it will be a light. It will be from the
yes. It will be light. It's like I don't know. I don't have the grams yet. I think the battery is the one thing that will make it a bit more heavy. So,
okay. And which output? And from the output side, you have stereo output or mono output, or
yes. It has 2 line output jacks, like 2 mono jacks, like the big one, and it has a headphone output, and then USB host, USB device, and TRSA MIDI.
okay. And so you can use also the NerdSeq portable as MIDI sequencer, right? For external gear.
Exactly. But then also integrated in like, because it's also a MIDI device, so you can directly plug it into your computer, and then it's a MIDI device. But you can also like use a TRS outputs and plug it to other gear directly with the TRS cable if you need DeanSync and stuff. So, of course.
Okay. And when do you think we see the NerdSeq in this year, or?
Yes. The plans are for like end of summer or a bit later, and it depends also a bit on like how this Corona situation will continue, because it makes also more difficult to get things done. So we will see, but I plan for the summer like get a better units out, and after that to
Do you have already a price orientation or an idea?
I have an orientation in my mind, but I have to see if that will be possible, because the casing is like the most actually most expensive thing to begin with, and right now. So I don't know how that will turn out at this point. So, but the goal is to have it somewhere between $299 and $349 in between there. That's the goal. We will see. If I would love to have it. If I can make it for this price, I would love to. So
you know that you will sell them like warm breads for this price.
I don't know. I want to do. I want to do nice stuff that I enjoy myself, and if I can, of course I have to survive, and if I can make it like affordable, but yeah, that is fine.
The modules, the new expansion modules, are they already available?
Yes, like the trigger expander is already available. It's that's not a trigger one, but it's 129 without taxes, and the CV expander is 139 without taxes. Don't forget, it's not only 16 CV outputs; it's also envelopes and LFOs. So you can all put all the other LFOs away from your rack. No, not of course. Those are digital ones, and you can use them for stuff, but they're not analog ones, so it's still. But then they're usable for a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
They are available, and the other ones will come somewhere this year. They are produced already, as you see. It's not prototypes anymore, but I have to like finish the firmware to get it ready. Also, the Chord one, they're also produced already. So.
Okay. And all your stuff for the people can visit your xorelectronics.com.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
so
or the dealers. Yeah.
Yes, they're the dealers. So you can get it at Schneidersladen. You can get all the stuff and some other shops, and at my web shop as well. So
always better supporting the guys also directly, so they have a bit more.
But it's a mixed situation. So both is good. So that's yeah.
Okay. And you think now with this, but because Polyant has his own tracker now, that a new tracker renaissance has started in the electronic music, or?
I don't know. I think it will stay kind of a niche thing, because I don't see like MPC users switching to that. A few will, but not like the masses, and of like hardware sequencer users. So it's I don't see that, but I think there's a big group of people who know trackers from the past, and because they started to making electronic music with that, and there are a lot of people who are exploring it right now. And what I said, I have a lot of customers who never did anything with trackers, because like Eurorack it's different from like the standalone music gear, and and that's interesting. So they are the most really like the approach, and so yeah, we will see. What I'm sure about is that a lot of people will take a look at it and will think, oh, that's cool. And the same for the Polyant thing, because it's a cool thing. So I can't wait to have my own tracker here. So that's not the thing. So I would jump like really high if I wouldn't do this kind of thing myself. That they make it. So, and now jump also a bit high, but not as high as that. And I concentrate on my own stuff, and I think it's like what I want to do. And there are always a few people around who likes it as well. So it's fine.
Okay, good to hear from you that you are busy with new stuff and still updating the NerdSEQ with new features.
Yes,
And I think
next week there will be new firmware.
So also next Superbooth you will see something new from you. Also maybe a new firmware update.
I think the next Superbooth I will have real hardware again, so that's not only open stuff. And normally, if there would be a Superbooth, I would have like the portable there to check it out and stuff. So because then I would have concentrated to just show it instead of like trying to finish it. Because they are also, if you know that there are always differences between like something to show and until it's finished. So there's like the gap is really, really high. So and it's the same with the portable. If I could have concentrated now to have like something that I can show, but I actually didn't think that I would show anything now at the non-Superbooth. And then that's quite of a different thing. Like having a prototype that it's not that can show only the stuff you tell them, you know. Which is okay and which is fine, but yeah, that's not
it's work in progress.
Exactly, and that will be there, and it's already quite far, and yeah, let's wait for the final hardware, and then
you will inform us over your website, your Facebook website, Facebook site, yeah.
Yes, I will on all the channels.
Okay. Yeah. Big thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
No problem. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below maybe what you think about this new product from XOR Electronics. And I will try to answer them to every questions. Big thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy my coverage of Superbooth 20 Home Edition. Big thanks. Bye.